Welcome back, guys, to another video of Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Okay, so since we are at night, let's see something here on the map. So we gotta inform Lumir about investigation, but we also have the other mission, which is come and fight.
Then you shall have it. I accept. But first, let's clear up some rules.
All right.
First of all, fight like a man. I'm not going to chase you around here like a scared nanny goat. You stick your nose outside the cemetery wall and you're finished. If you've had enough, feel free to give up. I won't hurt you intentionally. I'm not a monster.
Do you expect the same from me?
No. On principle, I fight as long as I can stand on my own 2 feet. And be so kind and try not to stomp around here too much, so those under the ground here have some peace and quiet.
All right.
We'll go over there. There'll be more space. Ready?
Get over here. Done. Now waiting for him to get up. Whenever you want.
There. That's that.
That wound. Oh, I haven't got a beating like that since I buried my pa.
Don't be hard on yourself. You're no pushover either.
You better believe it. And my best years are long gone. Well, you beat me fair and square, I admit it. Perhaps God sent you to me as a sign I should take it easy in my old age.
Well, it's true someone sent me here, but it wasn't God.
But with a successor like you, I don't really mind. So you won't think I'm a monster. I'd like to give you something as a reward. I don't have much, but I could teach you something. What do you say to that?
I'd like to learn something new.
I can show you how to deal with small repairs. Or tell you how to sneak up on someone so quietly, they only notice you once you're tickling them with the whip.
What can you teach me?
I don't know how to do all that much, but what I do know, I do it properly and with love.
What sort of skills does a gravedigger need to have?
Here in the graveyard, there's nary a moment when nothing needs fixing. That I can handle. And sometimes grave robbers and such vermin find their way in here. I can sneak up on them so quietly they don't notice me until they get the whip.
Well, both of those sound useful.
Not right now. Come back another time.
I'd like to learn something.
Not right now.
Alright, we'll come back later. We received a new quest, I think. Or task. I don't know. Or we finished. Let me see something. It was something nail in the coffin? Or something like that. Well, it's not a main quest, that's for sure. Here, probably it was a task. Let's see. Hammer and tongues, no. Nail in the coffin, there you go. The Grandmaster has been defeated. Long live the new Grandmaster. I now truly am the best fighter in the region. Ah, okay. Nail in the coffin. We've done it. So now we're going here. Just a little bit. I gotta sleep, you know. So let's go here and sleep.
Good doggy, good boy.
I'm sorry.
A fella cheated. We can do whatever.
Ah, come on, man. Get the fuck out of the way.
I apologize.
Yeah, then get it out of the way.
Hold me one.
Oh yeah, by the way, I have to find somewhere to sit. It can be here. Because if I'm not mistaken, I have like 2 books to read. There we go. It's not gonna take long. And there we go. I don't think I have any more books to read. Yep. Let's get up. We got some... Nope, wrong button. We got some perks as well. Let's see. Marksmanship. Let's see. First it will do 15%. The perk will activate again after the end of the fight. If you're in the saddle, the stamina depletion for aiming with a ranged weapon will be halved. If you inflict bleeding wound on the opponent with a crossbow bolt, bleeding will be faster and stronger, so they will be weak and die sooner. After a shot from a bow while on foot, your stamina will recover 25% faster, and sprinting will cost 50% less stamina, making it easier to move or flee. Okay. Your first gunshot during combat will cause nearby opponents to take a temporary combat skill and morale penalty, making them less to threat. Okay. Let's go with this one. Done. So now that I am fixed with the drunkenness, now I can get drunk again. Beautiful.
Lord be with you.
Good to see you again, Volkmar.
No bloody way. It really is a small world.
You said you were headed to Kuttenberg, and that you'd repay me.
True, true. Actually, in my haste, I didn't even ask you your name.
Henry.
Pleased to meet you, Henry. You gave me a second chance, and I'll never forget that. I reckon I could teach you some useful things in return that not many people in this city know how to do.
Why not? I'll gladly learn something new.
I'm glad to hear it. But keep in mind, this will take some time, and it'll cost you something too. But you won't regret it. You'll see.
Oh my god, 1500. Yeah, not at the moment. Okay, let's go back here. We still have this mission to complete. But before that, I'm curious to know what the father or the gravedigger can teach us. So probably it's gonna be something sneaky and something bare hand fighting or something like that. Not you. Yeah, there you go.
What can I do?
I'd like to learn some.
But before we get started, this is not...
I understand.
Great.
So unharmed 5,000. Stealth, craftsmanship. Oh my god.
I'd like to learn something about you.
Grave digging. And of course, all right then.
I'd like to learn.
So, what?
Will you share some of your wrestling?
You know how... All right then.
I'm gonna try and steal the money back. Do I have my money back? How much did I stole? Oh, I guess not enough. Oops. Let me see, anybody around?
Did you see the hole by the front gate? Don't even start. The siege has been going on for ages, and the city walls still haven't been repaired.
Not only have they not been repaired, people are stealing the stones. Suddenly, everyone's got a paved yard.
Don't they have anyone on guard? It starts with the walls, but soon enough they'll be casting off half the city.
I heard Sigismund himself has forbidden any repairs,
God damn, man.
so that if the city
What
decides
the?
to turn
Where are you
against
sticking
the
your hand, you thief? Can we sort this out on our own, or do I need to
Sorry,
get the bailiff
let's make a deal.
involved? What do you think you... May your... Either you cough...
God damn it, man.
I apologize.
All right, so run along, but don't... Ah! That's a lot of blood. This should stop it.
Okay, let's see. I'm not being hunted. Okay, so far, no. And the money keeps reappearing. The fuck?
Eh? Oh, it's you. Sorry.
Just want my money back. Alright, let me keep going and ah, great. This is a amazing place. Both of them. Do you have your eyes closed? Oh yeah. You don't have anything to steal. I'm gonna have to wait. Can we go inside this church or whatever? Does these have some kind of door? Ah, there we go. Well, I guess this is one of those buildings that we cannot go inside. Amazing.
It happened. Just watch where you're going next time. Christ, pardon me.
Oh, we moved location. Where the hell is he? Ah, we meet again.
Hey, get your hands out of
God
there!
damn it, man.
Can we sort this out on our own, or do I need to get the
Easy.
bailiff involved?
Let's talk about this.
What do you think you're doing? May your fit either you...
I admit I...
All right, so run along. But
Okay, I'm gonna save here. I'm gonna keep robbing him, so I'm gonna pause the recording here. Alright guys, I just got all my money back, 31k, more or less. Well, they deserve some, a little bit, so. Alright, let's talk to Lumiere. Where you at? I think it's this guy. Yeah, there you go.
I found out some interesting things about those murders. Just like you said.
That's wonderful news. But wait a while. I promised Catherine we'd wait for her.
You know Catherine?
She came to see me soon after you did, and started asking me questions. Just like you.
Will you send for her? So, we're all here.
I hope nobody else shows up. How did it go?
I reckon I've found out all I can.
And do you know who the murderer is?
Not exactly, but I have a few ideas.
I've asked around a bit, and I have my own suspicions.
Is that so? See, I was trying to recall some more details, and I had someone come to mind as well.
Oh, I didn't do all this for nothing, did I?
Well,
Well? Who do you suspect now?
Well, I'd say William did it. The minstrel.
You can't be serious. He's innocent.
Uh-huh. And who do you think it was?
Prokop. I'm sure of it.
No. Really? That's impossible. It couldn't have been him.
We have to choose all the options related to
disagree.
Von Groll
Too bad.
when they come up,
Been done with it quickly.
and accuse them.
who do you think
at the
it
end.
was then?
I'm not entirely sure. First, I'll tell you what I found out, and then it might be easier for us.
Go on then. Starting with who?
Let's talk about Yarka, the one raised by Father Prokop.
What did you learn about her?
Prokop didn't just raise her out of the goodness of his heart. He was actually her uncle.
Really? But he still could have killed her.
His own relative?
Why not? He's a priest. I'm sure he knows the story of Cain and Abel.
Prokop also admitted that he didn't know how to handle her, and perhaps he was too strict.
What do you expect from a Bible thumper? Man punishes and God forgives. It never occurs to them that if man didn't punish, God wouldn't have to forgive.
Well, maybe I wouldn't hold it against him. He really tried to make sure she was well taken care of. He wanted to find her a husband, too.
And did you learn who he found?
No. I think it fell apart when Yarka started rebelling. Yarka started working for the von Grolle family, where she remained until her death.
I was there to ask whether she'd given them any trouble, but they said she was always thorough and reliable.
Ah, so what's the story with von Grolls?
A very wealthy and important family. The mother is quite devout, known to spend a lot of time in prayer. Old von Grolle's been sick for years. Can't even get out of bed.
So, who runs affairs?
That would be young Hendel. They say he's quite successful.
And now, most importantly, Yarka was pregnant when they killed her.
I didn't know that. Do you know for sure? So they gutted her?
To make it impossible to tell she was pregnant? I wouldn't be surprised.
May God forgive us.
Do you know who she was pregnant with? Because if we know who the father is, we'll likely know who the killer is.
She didn't tell Prokop.
It had to be someone from those dances. Maybe William.
Before her death, I heard she often went to dances.
There's nothing wrong or surprising about that. But maybe she found someone there.
Maybe. Prokop was convinced that she went to see William. That was actually the only name he mentioned.
That doesn't mean anything.
It means she had some relationship with William, or at least knew him.
Prokop is convinced that she was murdered by that bard, William.
And I agree with him. I heard the daughters of important men come to see him. It even went so far he had to flee the city. And the moment he's back, there's another murder.
Really? But I found out you accused Prokop first, Lumir.
What? Why?
It doesn't matter. It was a mistake, and I paid for it.
And were you as sure then as you are now about William?
I don't think so. But he's a skirt chaser. If he got Yarka pregnant, then...
Perhaps. But why would he kill and mutilate her? He could have just run away.
But then he could never come back.
Why not? He could come back a year later, once things have died down, the child would be born, the shame forgotten, and nobody would bring it up again.
I suppose that makes sense. That's all I was able to find out.
You still found out more than I did.
But it's not enough. We still don't know who the killer is.
But we can agree that she was killed because of her pregnancy, can't we?
Agreed. Somebody got rid of her to make sure nobody found out she was pregnant.
I'm sure William wanted...
William isn't the only man with a prick. And he certainly didn't use it to strangle her to death.
Such language. What are you trying to say?
That William isn't the only man in the city. It could have been anyone. And now we'll never find out.
I'm not saying it couldn't have been him. Though I don't think it was. It just seems foolish to only focus on him.
I suppose you're right. Let's forget it.
Alright. Let's go
Managed
to
to find
her.
Stanya.
Alive? You found her alive?
I did. Alive and well. Hiding with the charcoal burners.
So, she's not one of our victims?
She is. She just managed to escape the killer. She said she was attacked on her way home from the baths. She heard somebody talking in a side street, but it was empty. But when she walked by, someone grabbed her by the throat and started strangling her.
And how did she manage to get away?
She was holding an empty pitcher, and she smashed the killer in the face with it. He either got startled or hurt, but he let her go.
Did she get a look at him? Did she take his eye out or something?
No, she didn't stop to find out. Just ran. Which is probably why she survived.
And what about the blood in the bedroom?
She cut her hand on the broken pitcher. She didn't stay in her room for long. She was still so scared that she grabbed her things and ran off to her beloved charcoal burner.
Oh man, what the fuck?
She said she returned from the baths in the evening regularly, and somebody
Many
knew
options.
exactly which way she would take and where to wait for her.
You mean someone followed her beforehand to figure out where to ambush her?
Who knew that she went to the baths?
Apparently, everyone in the tavern. She didn't hide the fact. She also said she was sure it wasn't Mole. He may be a pig, but the evening she ran home, he was in bed snoring. Well, according to Stanya, the murderer had a terribly strong grip. Her neck was bruised for almost a month.
Doesn't almost every man have a strong grip?
Depending on what they take in hand every day. A tankard, a quill, or a hammer.
Except none of our suspects are miners or blacksmiths, eh? Besides that, she also recalled hearing 2 voices in the alley. Someone was talking to the killer.
So we have a witness. Now, just to find him.
Or an accomplice. If I remember correctly, the other one must have seen the whole thing, right? And he didn't go to report it.
According to Stanya, the murderer didn't say a word the entire time.
That's strange, right? I'd expect him to at least call her a whore.
The only word he uttered was when she smashed him in the face with the pitcher. He said Scheisse.
So, we're looking for a German?
Even I say Scheiße sometimes, and I'm not German.
I asked Stanya if she knew Prokop. She said no.
Maybe she just doesn't remember him. Or he gave a different name, or...
I don't think Father Prokop is the type to frequent the worst tavern in Kuttenberg.
Stanya admitted that she knows William. He flirted with her and tried to get to know her better, but nothing came of it.
And that's probably why I wanted to kill her. And likely rape her before that.
Well, perhaps, but Stanya doesn't think so. She's sure it wasn't William, and no matter what they say about him, in her eyes he's a good lad. And that's all that Stanya told me.
I'm so glad that girl is alive.
Me too. At least someone's had a little luck. Does she want to come back, or will she stay with the charcoal burners?
I don't think she'll come back. She's so scared now they'll come back for her, she doesn't even leave the house. I managed to find Zdena.
You found her? Is she alive too?
No. Unfortunately, she's dead.
And where did you find her?
Pretty far away. Near the mill she used to sell things at. Someone caught her in the forest when she was coming home with a load of coin and killed her. I reckon she put up a hell of a fight. So the killer got nervous and ended things quickly.
So he didn't strangle or mutilate her?
Well, she'd been lying in the woods for a long time, so I couldn't really tell. But he definitely didn't hack her up like the others. Judging by what her accomplice said, she robbed someone good. She had so much jewelry on her, she could hardly carry it. And what's odd is when she was murdered, the killer left her basket of valuables behind.
So I reckon he didn't kill her for the money.
She said someone followed her on horseback from Kuttenberg. She tried to lose him, but apparently wasn't able to.
On horseback? I don't suppose she described him, did she?
Only as a wealthy type who never got too close.
That doesn't fit in with the previous murders.
Father Prokop came looking for Zdena and nearly cursed her on the spot.
What did he have in common with a thief?
He had also looked after her, but unlike Yarka, she ended up on the street, and he took it badly. Zdena tried to rob young von Grolle. It's possible she succeeded.
Von Grolle? Yarka worked for them, didn't she?
That whole family is suspicious.
Assumptions. Nothing more.
I'd say it's pretty obvious. Why else would I have found that ring on her?
They just left the ring by her body? That's odd, isn't it?
It wasn't by her body. It was inside of it. I don't know if she swallowed it herself or someone shoved it in her.
That's awful. But I can't say it surprises me.
My mouth is starting to hurt from all this blabbering.
So are my ears and head.
Come now, we're nearly there. We just need to find our suspect. So, Henry, who do you think did it?
Yeah, let's choose. I suspect one of the Von Grolls.
I suspect one of the Von Grolles.
What leads you to think that?
Are you sure it wasn't William?
Yorka was their maidservant until she started rebelling, right?
Yes. Do you think she was rebelling because of someone in particular?
Perhaps the young lord?
That's possible.
Alice had a young and wealthy suitor, and young von Grolle fits both descriptions.
True, true.
We could be getting somewhere.
Yorka was pregnant, and if the father was young von Grolle, it would make sense if he got rid of her.
Sakura, you're right.
But William could have fucked her too. Just saying.
Zdenna was followed by someone on a horse. Von Grolle could afford a horse.
That's not so sure, is it? And maybe the horse was stolen or borrowed.
But it certainly worsens the case for him. That much is true.
Zdenna robbed von Grolle.
That's true.
It's all coming together, isn't it?
And that's all I can pin on him.
So, do we agree that it was young von Groll?
Well, old von Grolle can't do much now, can he?
So do we really agree that our most likely suspect is young von Grolle?
Aye. I agree.
I don't have a problem with it. Little rich boys are capable of anything. But what are we gonna do about it? Our suspicions aren't enough.
They'll just laugh at us without something more tangible.
So, you want to search their house?
There's nothing else we can do. There must be a clever way to do it.
We have to find some evidence. None of our conjecture is enough. What will we do?
You could sneak in there.
Or break in.
Catherine, that's not necessary. The young lad wants to learn swordsmanship, and the old one is sick and always calling for a physician.
So I can either pretend to be a sawbones or a swordsman, or break in? That's a lot of options.
You're a clever lad. You'll figure it out.
I went to confession.
Alright, let's see his house. Von Grolle. First I need to know where the house is. Infiltrate the house. Examine young son Grolle's room.
Rest. And my second greatest, that I don't want to show them to him. God bless you, sir.
Okay, we can pose as a sword fighting teacher or a doctor. Or we can sneak inside the house. But I don't think... Yeah, that okay. Let us save the game here. Let me see something. I'm saving the game a lot of times. How many of those potions do I have? 10. Okay. Good to know.
Can I help you?
Is this the house of the von Grolle family?
Yes?
I've come on account of old von Grolle. I hear he's seriously ill, so I came to offer my services as a healer.
You aren't the first. Why do you think you might succeed?
I understand potions and how to prepare them. I'm certain I can find something that'll help your master.
Just as long as you don't poison him.
Even poisons are used in healing. The trick is to use the right amount.
Aye, I know. My apologies. You evidently know your trade well. But it's late now. Please come tomorrow before noon. The master tends to be strongest in the mornings. I'll be with you, sir.
Okay, so the next scene we could do is sneak in. Let me see. The back of the house. I might be able to go inside. Maybe from here?
Damn pray, you bastard! My respects.
Can't open this door, right? Yeah. Can't be opened. There we go. From here, we might be able...
Aye, some young scoundrel he was. Most likely a poor scholar. He thought I wouldn't see him, but he doesn't know me.
Tried to steal, did he?
Aye.
No.
But I
Sorry.
caught him just as he was stuffing the goods in his bag. Imagine, he even threatened me when I called the guards.
Scum like that.
Okay, I don't think I can go through here. Yeah, forget the tunnels. This is very confusing. Oh, but since we're here... can bring some meat, some schnapps, smoked beef or not. That one almost a cheap wine, and some bacon.
What? Who left the door open?
Nobody saw nothing.
How are your knees? Feeling better?
Oh yes, that ointment of yours is just proven. Now they only ache when there's a storm.
Likewise, ditto.
Are you looking for something? Wouldn't it be best if you left?
Okay.
Something might go...
And we'll be
Welcome, good man. I was just about to close up shop.
3 cripples, more like.
Yeah, it's almost night, right? Let me see. God damn it, man. Yeah, it's almost night. So I'm gonna rest up, and I think I'm gonna invade the house through the front door. So, give me a second. Alright, it's already night.
Same to you.
I went to my room to sleep, but then I remembered that I needed to be at night to go inside. And let's change my outfit, because we at night and we have to dress like a ninja. Well, we can try that after. And this house is gonna be right on the right. There you go.
He's over there, just stealing.
Come on then, let's sort this out.
God damn it, did I save the game? Yeah, I think so. God damn it, man. Oh, let's see if we don't get caught now. Oh crap. Don't come any closer. What do we have here? Some groschen. Alright, gotta go up. And then this is the room. Oh boy, I'm trespassing. Some groschen, fine wine, moonshine, schnapps. Let's bring the soap as well. Let's close the door.
Clear off, you mutt. What the hell? That's hair. All kinds of brown. I bet it belonged to those dead girls. If this isn't proof, nothing is.
Sod off!
Alright, what else he has? Double sword? Nah. Okay. Let me keep checking this. Colorful headscarf. Yeah, there's nothing here else here.
Hey, what are you lying here for?
Gotta go. Nope. Let's see. Let's go to our room and sleep till next day. Ta-da! Nobody saw anything. Really fast, really lazy.
And what can I get for you?
Nobody saw anything. Nothing happened. Gotta eat something. Perfect.
Henry, foul weather, isn't it?
Okay. Go over here, talk to Lumir and Catherine, because we're gonna have a scene where we talk to both of them.
I'm sorry.
I need to discuss that visit to the Von Grollers.
Excellent. Let's find Catherine and you can tell us everything.
I think we were right. Something seriously fishy there.
Well, don't keep us in suspense. What did you find out?
You found something there, didn't you? Evidence?
I certainly did. In the young lord's room.
What was it?
This. He had it in a chest in his room. Locks of hair. All brown, but all a bit different. They're definitely from those murdered girls.
Hair? But that's not enough. That definitely won't suffice as proof.
Why wouldn't it? He took them as a keepsake from the dead girls, as a trophy. It was him!
But nobody will believe us. We need more than just hair. A bloody dress or the murder weapon.
And to be honest, I don't think we're going to find anything like that. They're pretty careful to cover their tracks.
Damn it. We're fucked. If we at least had a witness.
And what about 3 witnesses at once?
Where are you going to find 3 witnesses when you don't even have one?
I don't yet, but... Look, we're almost certain young Hendel did it. So what if we set a trap and catch him in the act?
And how do you want to do that? I mean, we don't know who he's planning to murder next.
We'll set someone up. Some brunette.
You want to sacrifice some poor girl?
No, nobody's going to get hurt. We'll be keeping our eye on her the whole time.
The only one I can think of is Stanya. And I highly doubt that she'd want to risk her life again.
She won't have to. I'll do it.
But you haven't had anything to do with him. He'll see through it immediately. It'll fail.
We'll wait until the lad's out of the house. Maybe we'll dress Catherine up a bit, and she'll go asking for the young lord, father of her child. When Hendel comes home and hears what happened, he'll come looking for her to fix things up.
I'll cause such a scene, they'll be talking about it for years. Then we'll tell them where he can find me, and we've got him.
If you say so. But where can we do it? We can't do it here. They'd figure it out pretty quick.
We can use one of the rooms here in the tavern. It has only one way out. You'll be hiding across the way, and jump out at the right moment. I repeat, at the right moment.
Don't worry, we won't take our eyes off you.
Where's Hendel? I need to talk to him! Do you hear me? I have to talk to him about our wedding. I won't be left alone with his child.
What are you screeching about, you ninny? There's no Hendel here. Certainly not for the likes of you.
Do you hear that, folks? He fucks me from all sides. Gets me with child, and now he doesn't want to know me. Disgrace. Oh, so a poor woman has to suffer because of a man's lust. As if it wasn't already bad enough before.
What lies are you spouting, you strumpet? Goodman Hendel never laid eyes on you. Besides, you're too old for him. Nobody will believe your lies.
Old am I? He came to me himself because he wanted a mature woman to breed with. And he never even pulled it out. And he filled me up like a wineskin. Suit yourself. I'll give you some time to think it over. But either you come up with an offer of marriage by evening, or first thing in the morning I'll go to the bailiff. And I'll be damn sure to get justice from him.
That was a nice scene. Now let's see who's the real killer. Or killers.
It's open.
I've come to talk with you.
Where's Hendel?
Hendel, you wanton whore! Debauching my son! A nanny goat like you! The others were at least young, but you! Oh, Christ, the trials I have to endure! A husband with both feet in the grave and a son who'll fuck anything with a hole in it. Slice her up so no one will recognize her, and in case what she says is true, gut her too.
Gutting, is it? I could help you with that.
And now we know who the killers
You
were.
fool!
Now we have to find this guy, fight this guy.
Die!
Thaddeus. Let's rob him. There's always time for robbing. See? And I got experience as well. Another point for the main level. Let's see, what should I... After killing or opening in close combat, 10% more attack. Okay. Extra more... This is a good... a nice one. Pacifist. Yeah, let's go with the local hero. Oh, what? We have 3 more. Oh, look at that. Nope. Craftsmanship. Oh, yeah. I had to load the game. God damn it. Not this one. Ah, Martin's Secret. And now you will be able to forge weapons of the 4th. The highest quality. Weapons of this quality cannot obtained in any other way than by forging them yourself. And their strength and effectiveness is unmatched. So obviously I'm gonna go with that one. And stealth. Stealth doesn't matter much. Let's go with I don't know, yeah, this one. And as for combat, yeah, unarmed. Go that one. And there we go.
No, Catherine!
Catherine, wait!
What should I wait for? I'm gonna cut that bitch's throat.
How dare you? Hands off, you heretical scum!
Shut up!
Let her speak. I still don't understand what actually went on here. I have some questions for you.
I'll tell you nothing, you serpent! Nothing! You can't keep me here! Let me go! I'm a woman of worth!
If you won't speak now, then the executioner will loosen your tongue when your feet stop burning. But why wait, right? I'll cut your ear off. Maybe both of them. All you need to talk is a tongue.
No! Let me go!
Why did you do it, for Christ's sake?
Don't blaspheme, you heathen.
Come on, answer him or it's gonna hurt.
My husband, he drank a lot, ran around with whores and didn't pray enough. And God punished him for it. I couldn't allow the same thing to happen to Hendel.
And why kill those girls? Why not just talk to him about it?
I tried, but he wouldn't listen to me. He told me he wanted to sow his wild oats before finding a wife.
So your own son didn't listen to you? And you started killing the girls who
seduced him and emboldened him with their brazenness? If they wanted to whore themselves out, they'll pay for it in hell. But there's no way they were going to drag my Hendel there with them.
And what about Hendel? Did he know what you were doing?
That I was taking care of his immortal soul and eliminating his temptation? Of course not. But one day he'll be grateful to me for it.
He's going to jump for joy. His mother a mad woman, and his servant a murderer.
Speak politely to me, you whore.
Henry, if you have any more questions, you'd better ask them quickly. I'm sorely tempted to finish this here and now.
And what about the hair in Hendel's chest? You're trying to tell me he wasn't involved, but he was keeping their hair?
Well, he kept asking about those whores of his, so we always brought him a lock of hair. We told him it was from them, as a parting gift.
Well, he didn't find that strange?
Out of sight, out of mind. He always found some new harlot anyway.
There was no blood where Alice was found. Where did you kill them?
That was up to Thaddeus. He told me something about an abandoned barn. I only told him to cut them up thoroughly.
Why?
Why? As a warning, so those whores knew what awaited them, to put the fear of God in them.
Do you realize you also killed girls who had nothing to do with Hendel?
That's not possible. I saw them all with my own 2 eyes, chatting with him and giggling.
And what about that alehouse wench?
That strumpet. I saw how she treated him. It's a damned shame she got away.
But she really had nothing to do with Hendel.
She wouldn't have smiled at him the way she did if she didn't want to fornicate with him. They all deserved it. Every single one. And better sooner than later. That trollop in our service even got herself with child. And she wanted to keep it. The slut.
And what about Zdenna? All she did was rob him, and you killed her anyway.
She fawned over him like all the others. He even gave her a ring, which she probably sold immediately. She deserved it. She was a thief, and stealing is a mortal sin.
I'd better stop asking questions.
Burn in hell, all of you.
What'll we do with her now?
Let's take her to the bailiff. She'll get justice there.
We don't have to go anywhere. I'll give her justice right here, right now.
But we can't do that. She has to go before the court. The law must be upheld.
Did you hear her? I mean, she hasn't got her head on
now we
straight.
have to
And what
make a
judgment
choice.
will there be? She's from a wealthy family. Nothing will happen
Or
to her.
send her to the
Don't
bailiff,
you dare judge me. Only God
or
can
deal
do
with
that.
her
Shut your mouth,
right
you
here and
sow.
now, immediately.
You judged and punished some random girls, and now you'll blaspheme like that?
Our
Either way,
Lord
probably
directed
she
me.
will die anyway
I
if we
did it
deliver
through
her to
his
bailiff.
will.
Do you hear that? And you want to let her live?
But that's not justice. It's murder. Henry, won't you say something?
I told you, don't you dare judge me. I am a servant of God.
Well, we have a choice here. So, we know she's rich. I'm gonna put the game in pause. So, we know she's rich, right? So, for the experience I've seen in the modern world, the rich pay for their crimes with money and get free, and there's no justice really. The justice is just for poor people. So what should we do? That guy, what is his name? What is his name, man? Lumiere. Lumiere said, "Oh, that's not justice. That's a murder." Fuck, man. This bitch killed 3 or 4 girls. She deserves to die. So I'm gonna choose this is RPG, right? Role-playing game. So I'm gonna choose if it was me. So she deserves to die.
Lumiere, listen to her. If we don't deal with her ourselves, and then they let her go, then... Do you want to have that on your conscience?
But, I mean, how could I live with myself if we kill her in cold blood?
I'll show you justice. You're all going to end up in hell.
Your conscience will remain clear. You won't be the one killing her.
But still, if we don't punish her according to the law, then we ourselves deserve to be punished by the law.
Huh. We aren't the ones walking around the city killing random women. On the contrary, we're making sure no more will die.
All those whores! Hell! Lucifer everywhere! Fire and brimstone!
It's just not right.
It isn't right, but it's necessary.
All right, all right. Do it then. But I wash my hands of it.
No! Don't you dare! You hellspawn! No!
Okay. Kill her! The fuck?
Well, now someone has to explain everything.
Not me. I'd rather just get out of here.
I'll go. I'll explain everything. And you, Henry, wait for me at home, all right?
Fine. I'll wait at yours.
Good, good. I hope I don't end up in total disgrace.
Well, this was a lot stranger than I expected. Do you think we did the right thing?
I'm not sure of anything anymore. Not even myself. Can we just be quiet for a while?
As you wish. But still, it was damned odd.
Aye, that it was. Let's go and see Lumia. I wonder how he fared.
Tell us, Lumir. How did it turn out?
Did it end well? Oh, we're not going to get into trouble now, are we?
It ended well, and I didn't even tell anyone about you.
I'm surprised you got away with it, bringing them two corpses.
I would have preferred a different ending, but... fuck. What happened, happened.
Lumia, don't be angry anymore.
I'm not angry anymore. And I must admit that maybe it was better this way. If they were still alive, there'd be a lot more squabbling. But... like this.
The dead approve in silence.
Precisely. I just told them I spread the word that one victim survived and where she was hiding. And I waited for them there. And when they came to kill her, we had no choice but to end it that way.
And what will you do now? Will you go back to the town hall, Lumir?
It's true I've made amends in the eyes of the law, but I probably won't go back now. Maybe better to write something about it. Who knows?
Won't you go back to drinking?
No, it didn't help anything, did it? If I had just persevered instead, I should have pitied those girls, and not myself.
Don't fret. It was a terrible mess, and all three of us had to put our heads together.
Yes. You helped me when I was in need, and didn't even know it. Maybe I'll just keep helping as long as I can.
Helping others is the best thing a person can do in this world.
And what will you do, Catherine? Will you stay here?
My work isn't done yet. I have to work in the tavern here, and then we'll see. Maybe I'll find work elsewhere.
Do you think we could have done better?
Everything can always be done better. But most important is to do it well and quickly.
Catherine is right. I'll still be kicking myself. Maybe to my dying day. But none of us did anything bad.
That's not entirely true.
I'm talking about innocent people. No more girls died because of you. And that's good.
Well, let's go our separate ways.
Thank you, lad. You prevented future murders. And you also saved me. And for that, I will be eternally grateful.
I thank you both. Without you, the devil knows how it would have turned out.
Here you are, as a keepsake. And perhaps as a reward. And if you ever pass by, look us up.
Yes, here is a reward, Henry. And Lumir, we shall certainly meet again.
Oh, look at that. Gutenberg Night Shield. And we have completed the quest. Or side quest. Well. I guess we'll go back to the hotel and rest up. Yeah, what happened with our bodies? Are the bodies still here?
Could you spare me a moment of your time?
Yes? What is this about?
Your immortal soul. I'd like to discuss it with you.
What the hell?
Tarry a while, young man, and answer me one question. Are you truly happy in your life?
Aye, I'm pretty happy.
Huh. And you're clearly also bursting with blissful ignorance. How delightful. Know that the immortal soul inherently makes no distinction between happiness and unhappiness, only between salvation and damnation. Happiness and unhappiness are nothing but inner feelings, delusions that pale in comparison to eternity. Tell me, what path have you chosen in life?
A man should be fearless, prepared, and tough enough to cope with anything.
A warrior. Shining armor, the blade of a sword, heroic deeds and glory. Is that your life?
Something like that.
Everything turns to dust eventually. What if I told you only one path leads to eternal salvation? A path destined for those who see the light, who understand. The path of true faith, divine
Come on,
love,
man. Go straight to the point.
unending humility. And that is a path you too, my young friend, can follow.
What should I do?
Renounce your life of sin and accept Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, according to his teachings, unreservedly and unconditionally. Christ must enter your soul, fill it to the brim. Hell is approaching, and time is running out. Repent and pray, young man. Step forth onto the path towards salvation.
Sorry, but that sounds like complete nonsense to me. Most folks pray, but no one claims to be on some sort of mysterious path.
You haven't understood a thing. Perhaps one day you'll remember my words. And just hope it is not too late for you. I must be off now, young man. May God be with you. And the best of luck on your path, whatever it may be.
God be with you too.
With you, good sir.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry.
Get out of the way. Alright. Let's sleep tight. And I'm gonna wrap up this episode, so if you enjoy it, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye everyone.